They have always said perfection is not real. That every firearm, no matter how good, comes with trade-offs, compromises, something people will eventually complain about. But every once in a while, something strange happens. A few pistols do not just survive criticism. They seem to move past it. They show up in test after test, range after range, review after review, and instead of controversy, they leave behind consistency. Not hype, not marketing, just results. And over time, that kind of reputation starts to build something different. Not perfection, but something close enough that people stop arguing. So today we are looking at 8 pistols that have quietly built that kind of status. And as we go deeper into this list, you might start to notice a pattern that changes how you think about what really matters in a handgun. Springfield Armory XDM enters the conversation by doing something deceptively simple, yet incredibly difficult to execute. It systematically addresses the most common complaints shooters have and refines them until very little is left to question, creating a pistol that feels purpose-built from the ground up. Chambered in 9mm, it comes standard with an impressive 19-round magazine capacity, immediately setting it apart in a category where capacity often defines practicality, especially for duty use or home defense scenarios. The pistol weighs in at around 28 ounces unloaded, with an overall length of approximately 7.6 inches, anchored by a 4.5-inch hammer, forged match-grade barrel that consistently delivers tight, repeatable groupings whether you are training at the range or pushing for accuracy at distance. The slide length and sight radius work together to improve target acquisition, while the overall width of about 1.2 inches keeps it manageable in hand without sacrificing control. What truly elevates the XDM is how balanced it feels during real use. Not just on paper, thanks in part to its low bore axis that helps reduce muzzle rise and keeps recoil impulse smooth and predictable, making rapid follow-up shots faster and more controlled. The match-enhanced trigger system breaks at roughly 5.5 pounds, offering a crisp, clean wall followed by a short, tactile reset that feels noticeably more refined than many standard striker fire triggers in this class, giving shooters greater confidence shot after shot. Ergonomics play a major role here as well, with a grip design that includes interchangeable backstraps, allowing users to fine-tune the fit to their hand size without tools or permanent modifications, while the aggressive yet comfortable texturing ensures a secure hold even under less than ideal conditions. Additional safety and status features add another layer of practicality, including a grip safety that provides an extra level of passive security, along with a loaded chamber indicator and striker status indicator that give immediate visual and tactile confirmation of the pistol's condition without breaking focus. Durability is another strong point, with a melanite finish applied to both the slide and barrel, offering excellent resistance to wear, corrosion, and harsh environments over extended use. The platform also stands out with thoughtful packaging, often including gear-up bundles with multiple magazines and accessories, reinforcing its value proposition in a competitive market where current pricing typically ranges from around $550 to $700 depending on the variant and included extras. While some shooters may find the grip safety unnecessary or prefer a slightly lighter trigger out of the box, these are minor trade-offs in an otherwise well-rounded design. In the end, the XDM does not rely on a single standout feature to make its case. Instead, it delivers a complete, highly refined shooting experience where capacity, ergonomics, durability, and performance all come together seamlessly, making it one of the most compelling full-size 9mm pistols available today. Walther PPQ takes a distinctly different approach, choosing not to chase a perfect balance across every category, but instead focusing on delivering one of the most refined and satisfying shooting experiences available in a striker-fired pistol. And that focus becomes immediately obvious the moment it is in your hands. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 15-round capacity, the PPQ comes in lighter than many of its competitors at approximately 24 ounces unloaded, with an overall length of about 7.1 inches and a 4-inch cold hammer forged barrel that provides excellent durability and consistent accuracy over extended use. The slide dimensions and sight radius are optimized for fast target acquisition, while the overall width of roughly 1.3 inches gives it a comfortable, controlled presence without feeling bulky. Accuracy is strong and reliable, but the defining feature that has made the PPQ stand out for years is its trigger system, widely regarded as one of the best in its class, breaking cleanly in the 5 to 6 pound range with virtually no take-up resistance, followed by an extremely short, crisp reset that feels almost instantaneous, allowing for rapid, precise follow-up shots with minimal effort. There is no grit, no stacking, just a smooth, consistent pull that reflects careful engineering and a clear design priority centered on shooter performance. Ergonomics further reinforce that experience, with a grip that naturally contours into the hand, supported by well-balanced texturing that provides a secure hold without becoming abrasive during longer shooting sessions, while interchangeable backstraps allow for some level of customization to suit different hand sizes. The control layout is intuitive and easy to reach, whether you're running the paddle style or button magazine release, depending on the variant, ensuring that operation feels natural without requiring conscious adjustment. Durability is handled through Walther's Tenifer finish, which significantly improves resistance to corrosion and surface wear, making the pistol suitable for harsh environments and long-term use. In terms of drawbacks, some shooters may find the lighter weight translates to slightly more felt recoil compared to heavier full-size pistols, and others may prefer a higher capacity option depending on their intended role. But these are relatively minor considerations given the overall performance package. Pricing typically falls in the range of $600 to $750 depending on the model and configuration, placing it firmly in the mid to upper tier of striker-fired pistols. Over time, the Walther PPQ has not built its reputation by following industry trends or adding unnecessary features. It has earned its place by consistently delivering an exceptional out-of-the-box shooting experience, where the trigger, ergonomics, and overall refinement come together to create a pistol that feels purpose-built for shooters who value precision and control above all else. Heckler Koch VP9 represents what happens when a company leans fully into engineering discipline, refining every detail until the end result feels cohesive, deliberate, and purpose-driven rather than simply competitive on paper. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 15-round magazine, the VP9 weighs just over 26 ounces unloaded and measures approximately 7.34 inches in overall length, built around a cold hammer forged barrel of about 4.09 inches that delivers consistent accuracy and long service life right out of the box. The slide profile is clean and functional, with an overall width close to 1.32 inches, striking a balance between durability and handling, while the sight radius supports precise alignment for both slow, deliberate shots and faster engagements. One of the standout features is the trigger system, breaking cleanly at around 5.4 to 5.6 pounds with a smooth take-up, a defined wall, and a short, highly tactile reset that provides clear feedback, allowing shooters to run the gun confidently and consistently under speed. Where the VP9 truly separates itself, though, is in its unmatched ergonomics and adaptability, featuring a fully modular grip system that includes interchangeable backstraps and side panels, giving users the ability to fine-tune not just the rear profile, but also the width of the grip, resulting in a level of customization that makes the pistol feel almost custom-fitted to the individual shooter's hand. This translates directly into improved control, reduced fatigue, and better recoil management, especially during extended sessions. The ambidextrous controls further reinforce its versatility, with a paddle-style magazine release and mirrored slide-stop levers that are intuitive and easy to operate regardless of dominant hand, making it a strong option for a wide range of users. Additional design elements like the rear charging supports, integrated into the slide, provide extra leverage for manipulations, particularly useful in adverse conditions such as wet hands or when wearing gloves. Durability remains a core strength, with HK's proven materials and manufacturing standards ensuring the VP9 can withstand prolonged, hard use without compromising performance, while the internal components are engineered for reliability across a wide range of ammunition types. In terms of drawbacks, Some shooters may find the paddle magazine release requires a short adjustment period if they are accustomed to traditional button releases, and the overall size places it more firmly in the duty or home defense category, rather than deep concealment. Pricing typically falls between $700 and $900 depending on the variant and included features such as optics-ready configurations. Positioning it slightly higher than some competitors, but justified by its build quality and modularity. In the end, the HK VP9 does not rely on a single defining feature to stand out. It excels by bringing together precision engineering, exceptional ergonomics, and long-term reliability into a platform that consistently performs at a high level, making it one of the most respected full-size 9mm pistols on the market today. Smith & Wesson M and P9 takes a different path to earning respect, not by leaning on a single standout feature, but by proving itself over time in real-world conditions where consistency matters more than anything else. And that philosophy is exactly what has made it such a widely trusted platform. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 17-round capacity, the pistol weighs in at roughly 24 ounces unloaded and measures about 7.63 inches in overall length, paired with a 4.25-inch barrel that delivers dependable accuracy and balanced handling across a wide range of shooting scenarios. The overall width sits close to 1.3 inches, keeping the profile manageable while still offering a full, controllable grip, and the sight radius supports both precision and speed when transitioning between targets. One of the key strengths of the M and AMP P9 lies in its construction, built around a reinforced polymer frame combined with an internal stainless steel chassis system that adds rigidity and durability without unnecessary weight, allowing the pistol to withstand prolonged, high round count use while maintaining structural integrity. Ergonomics are a major focus as well, with a grip design that includes interchangeable palm swell inserts, giving shooters the ability to tailor the fit to their hand size for improved comfort and control, while the grip angle naturally promotes a consistent point of aim. The M 2.0 update brought meaningful refinements, including a noticeably improved trigger system with a crisper break and more tactile reset compared to earlier versions, along with more aggressive grip texturing that enhances retention under recoil or adverse conditions, though some users may find it slightly rough during extended sessions without gloves. The low-bore axis contributes to reduced muzzle rise, helping the pistol track flatter during recoil and making rapid follow-up shots quicker and more predictable. Internally, the platform is engineered for durability, with components designed to handle sustained use, including compatibility with higher pressure ammunition, reinforcing its role as a duty-ready firearm. Reliability is where the M and AMP P9 truly defines itself, having been tested extensively in law enforcement and professional environments where failure is not an option, and that track record continues to build confidence among civilian shooters as well. In terms of drawbacks, while the trigger has improved, some shooters may still prefer aftermarket upgrades for a lighter or more refined feel, and the overall design leans more toward function than visual flair. Pricing typically ranges from around $500 to $650 depending on the specific model and configuration, making it a strong value within its class. In the end, the Smith & AMP, Wesson M and AMP P9 does not try to stand out with bold claims or unique gimmicks. It earns its place by delivering reliable, repeatable performance every time it's called upon, which is exactly why it remains one of the most trusted full-size 9mm pistols available today. CZ75 brings a completely different philosophy into the modern handgun space, one rooted in classic engineering and long-term refinement rather than constant redesign, and that approach has allowed it to remain relevant for decades without losing its appeal. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 15-round capacity, the CZ75 is noticeably heavier than most contemporary polymer-framed pistols, weighing in at over 35 ounces unloaded, with an overall length of approximately 8.1 inches and a 4.7-inch barrel that contributes to both accuracy and an extended sight radius. That added weight is not a drawback, but a defining advantage, helping to absorb recoil and create an exceptionally smooth, controlled shooting experience that many shooters immediately recognize the first time they fire it. One of its most distinctive design elements is the slide, riding inside the frame rails rather than outside, which lowers the bore axis and improves overall stability during firing, resulting in reduced muzzle flip and a more natural return to target. This internal slide design also contributes to the pistol's signature feel in hand, offering a tight, guided cycling motion that enhances consistency. The ergonomics are widely praised, with a grip shape that naturally points and fits the hand in a way that feels intuitive, influencing countless later handgun designs across the industry. The double-action and single-action trigger system adds versatility, starting with a longer, heavier initial pull for safety followed by lighter, more precise single-action shots that allow for improved accuracy once the first round is fired, giving shooters flexibility depending on their preferences and training style. Built entirely from steel, the CZ75 offers outstanding durability and longevity, capable of handling high round counts over years of use while maintaining structural integrity and performance. Though this all-steel construction does make it less ideal for concealed carry compared to lighter polymer options. Controls are straightforward and functional, with a manual safety that allows for Condition 1 carry if desired, adding another layer of adaptability. Over time, the CZ75 has been adopted by military and law enforcement agencies around the world and has also established a strong presence in competitive shooting disciplines, where its accuracy and recoil control are highly valued. In terms of drawbacks, the weight and size can be a limiting factor for everyday carry, and the double-action trigger pull may require more practice for shooters unfamiliar with DA or SA systems. But these are trade-offs tied directly to its design philosophy. Pricing typically ranges from around $650 to $900, depending on the specific variant and finish, placing it competitively among full steel handguns. In the end, the CZ75 does not rely on modern trends or aggressive innovation to stand out. It continues to earn its reputation through proven performance, refined ergonomics, and a shooting experience that feels stable, predictable, and deeply satisfying, making it one of the most respected full-size 9mm pistols ever produced. Beretta 92 FS stands as a clear reminder that long-term reliability and battlefield-proven performance can define a handgun just as much as modern innovation, and few pistols carry a legacy as established as this one. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 15-round capacity, the 92 FS weighs in at over 33 ounces unloaded and measures approximately 8.5 inches in overall length, built around a 4.9-inch barrel that delivers strong accuracy and a long sight radius, helping shooters maintain consistency whether on the range or under more demanding conditions. The overall width sits around 1.5 inches, giving it a substantial but well-balanced feel in the hand, while the full metal construction contributes to both durability and a smoother recoil impulse. One of the most recognizable and functional design elements is the open slide system, which significantly reduces the chance of stovepipe malfunctions and allows the pistol to cycle more reliably in adverse environments such as dust, debris, or extended firing sessions, a feature that has proven its value over decades of service. The chrome-lined barrel further enhances longevity, offering increased resistance to wear and corrosion while maintaining consistent internal performance over high round counts. The double-action and single-action trigger system provides versatility, with a longer, heavier first pull that adds a level of safety, followed by lighter and more precise subsequent shots that improve accuracy once the pistol is cycling. Ergonomically, the grip is full and rounded, fitting comfortably in larger hands and promoting a stable shooting platform, though some users with smaller hands may find the reach to the trigger in double action slightly extended. The slide-mounted safety and decocker are straightforward in function, allowing safe handling and carry, though their placement can take some adjustment depending on user preference. What truly sets the Beretta 92 FS apart is its service history, having been adopted as the standard sidearm of the United States military for decades, where it was subjected to extreme environmental testing and real-world use far beyond typical civilian conditions, building a level of trust that few handguns can match. That history is supported by a design that prioritizes reliability, consistency, and ease of maintenance, with components engineered to withstand long-term use without significant degradation in performance. In terms of drawbacks, its size and weight make it less suited for concealed carry compared to more compact modern designs, and the double-action trigger may require additional training to master effectively. Pricing typically falls between $650 and $800 depending on configuration and finish, placing it within reach for those looking for a proven full-size platform. In the end, the Beretta 92FS does not rely on trends or cutting-edge features to stay relevant. It continues to earn its place through decades of dependable performance, smooth shooting characteristics, and a design that has stood the test of time, making it one of the most iconic and trusted full-size 9mm pistols ever produced. SAUER P320 represents a major shift in how modern handguns are designed, moving away from fixed configurations and toward a modular system that adapts to the shooter rather than forcing the shooter to adapt to the firearm. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 17-round capacity, the P320 in its compact configuration weighs just under 30 ounces loaded and measures approximately 7.2 inches in overall length, paired with a 3.9-inch barrel that offers a solid balance between accuracy, velocity, and portability, while the overall width sits around 1.3 inches, keeping the profile manageable for both duty and carry roles. What truly sets the P320 apart is its serialized fire control unit, a removable internal chassis that legally constitutes the firearm, allowing users to swap grip modules, slides, and barrel lengths without replacing the core system, effectively transforming the pistol from a compact carry setup into a full-size duty configuration or even competition-ready format with minimal effort. This level of modularity is not just a feature. It fundamentally changes how the platform can be used over time, offering long-term flexibility and cost efficiency for shooters who want one system to fill multiple roles. The Striker fire trigger system provides a clean and consistent pull, typically in the 5.5 to 6.5 pound range, with a defined break and a short, positive reset that supports both accuracy and speed, making it approachable for newer shooters while still capable in experienced hands. Ergonomics are equally adaptable, with interchangeable grip modules available in different sizes and textures, allowing users to tailor the feel to their preference, while the grip angle promotes a natural point of aim. The low-bore axis helps manage recoil effectively, keeping muzzle rise controlled and enabling faster follow-up shots during rapid fire. Durability is a key part of the design, with high-quality materials and internal components engineered to withstand extensive round counts and varied ammunition types, reinforcing its reliability across different use cases. The platform's credibility was further solidified when it was selected as the basis for the United States military's Modular Handgun System program, demonstrating its ability to meet strict performance and endurance standards under demanding conditions. In terms of drawbacks, some early users noted that the trigger feel, while consistent, may not be as refined as certain competitors out of the box, and the modular ecosystem can lead to additional costs if extensively customized, but these are relatively minor considerations given the platform's versatility. Pricing typically ranges from around $500 to $700 depending on the configuration, with additional modules and upgrades available separately. In the end, the SAUER P320 stands out not just because of how it performs in a single role, but because of how easily it adapts across multiple roles, proving that modularity, reliability, and performance can coexist in a single 9mm platform without compromise. Glock 19 closes this list in a way that feels almost inevitable because its reputation has not been built on hype or sudden innovation, but on years of consistent, proven performance across nearly every environment imaginable, making it one of the most recognized and trusted handguns in the world. Chambered in 9mm with a standard 15-round capacity, the Glock 19 weighs just over 23 ounces unloaded and measures approximately 7.36 inches in overall length, featuring a 4.02-inch barrel that strikes a near-perfect balance between accuracy, velocity, and compact handling, while the overall width of about 1.34 inches gives it a solid, Controllable grip without becoming overly bulky. The design is intentionally simple, almost minimalistic, but that simplicity is exactly what defines its effectiveness, with fewer internal components than many competing designs, reducing potential failure points and making maintenance straightforward even under less than ideal conditions. The striker-fired system delivers a consistent trigger pull from the first shot to the last, typically in the 5.5-pound range, with a predictable break and a short reset that allows shooters to build muscle memory and maintain accuracy over time without needing to adapt to changing trigger characteristics. The polymer frame keeps overall weight manageable while still offering impressive durability, reinforced by a steel slide treated with a corrosion-resistant finish that holds up against moisture, dirt, and heavy use, making it a reliable choice in harsh environments. Ergonomically, the Glock 19 has evolved over generations, with newer versions removing finger grooves and adding modular backstraps to better accommodate different hand sizes, while the grip angle promotes a natural point of aim for many shooters. Its low-bore axis helps reduce muzzle rise, keeping recoil manageable and allowing for faster, more controlled follow-up shots. Magazine compatibility across a wide range of Glock models adds another layer of practicality, giving users access to higher capacity options when needed. In terms of drawbacks, the factory trigger, while consistent, can feel somewhat utilitarian compared to more refined systems, and the overall design prioritizes function over aesthetics, which may not appeal to everyone, but these trade-offs are part of what keeps the platform so reliable. Pricing typically falls between $500 and $650 depending on the generation and configuration, making it accessible while still delivering proven performance. Used by law enforcement agencies, military units, and civilian shooters around the globe, the Glock 19 has earned a level of trust that extends far beyond its specifications. In the end, it does not rely on standout features or complex engineering to make its case. It relies on doing the same thing every single time without fail, and that consistency is exactly what has made it a benchmark for what a modern 9mm pistol should be. And when you look back at all 8 of these pistols together, something becomes clear. They do not all follow the same design philosophy. They do not prioritize the same features, and they were not built for the same purpose. But they all share one thing that matters more than anything else. They work over and over again without excuses. Maybe perfection is not real, but consistency at this level gets close enough that most people stop looking for flaws. And at the end of the day, when everything else fades away, that is the only thing that really counts.